A very good afternoon to you all, and we're just getting ready now for Mary King. Welcome. My name is Melissa Abraham, and I'm here with Spirit Australia, and delighted to be your MC here on stage one at the Awaken Afterlife Conference. And it's been such a treat. We have some wonderful ethical, evidential mediums, not the least of which is just getting ready right now. The magnificent Mary King needs almost no introduction. We are so blessed to have her. Mary, come up. We can't wait.
Thank you. I can't wait. It's so great to connect with you. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the mediumship journey. Oh, tripping over there. You've got me swept off my feet. And I'm going to try not to repeat too much from yesterday's talk or from the workshop. I'm going to try to make it a bit new and a bit different for you. But please, if you do have questions about things I brought up yesterday, when you have the opportunity, please feel free to ask me. Okay, so my own journey in mediumship started really when I was 4 years old. My grandmother died at the time, and we were very, very close. I'm named after her. And at the funeral, I was not aware of why everyone was crying or why they were upset, because I could still see her. She was still there. She was still talking to me. And I even clearly remember that everyone, you can imagine, a Lebanese funeral, they're all dressed in black and they're howling. Ethnic people like to do it to extremes, don't they? But for some reason, my mum had dressed me in pink. So I even remember that being really significant, in that I stood out. I wasn't like the typical other mourners, even in the way that I was dressed. So my dad's there, distraught. He's only very young. His mother's passed. I'm like, but Dad, she's here. She's here. And he dismissed that. He didn't want to hear that. So for my parents, even though my grandmother was incredibly psychic, for my parents it was very, very hard. So even though I was seeing things, it wasn't like I could talk to my parents about it in that way. Now, I know that a lot of you here have children or grandchildren that see spirit, and I think it's a wonderful thing now that you let that be something for them that is normal. But I also urge you, please, not to encourage it. Something that I do struggle with is when people come and say, my child is very, very psychic. How can I develop that further? What can I do for them? And I say, please, just let it be normal to them. Go, oh, yeah, honey, that's normal. Everyone sees that. And please let it go, because it is such a blessing, but it's also such a burden for a child. It's a normal part of your childhood. How many of you here remember seeing spirit or had imaginary friends as a kid? Yeah? And it was really real. And I'm sure you all did, but just don't want to think of it that way or remember it that way, because as a child you probably thought, oh, no, I was just imagining that. But guaranteed every single one of you would have seen and connected with spirit as a child. And that's really what imaginary friends are about. My daughter had two. They were Jack and Julius, and Jack was the good one and Julius was the bad one. And I was like, bloody hell, who is this kid connecting with? She could tell me that, this one was a truck driver and this was that. And so instead of going on about it, I'm like, oh, yeah, honey, that's great. And that's the best thing you can do with kids. So my family, having quite a lot of traumatic experiences and things that happened within our family, for some reason I didn't grow out of it. So around the age between 5 to 7 to 9, kids grow out of seeing. And being in that position with my family, like I said, curse and blessing, I was blessed that I didn't grow out of it for that reason. So when my parents were in trouble, I was still seeing grandparents and people coming to me saying, hey, this is okay, this is what's happening, this is what you do. And I remember being a child trying to advise my parents, not even really understanding the gravity of that. When I got to 14, my grandfather passed and it became different. Sorry, am I hurting your ears? Hope not. When my grandfather passed at 14, it changed, because it went from being about family to being about other people. So it became about strangers, people I hadn't met before. A whole other world opened. When he was dying, I just wanted to say goodbye to him. I just wanted to say, I love you. And he couldn't speak at that time. And I remember going to his bedside in the hospital saying, I love you. And he couldn't speak back. So my very first vision of him when he died was him literally walking in the side kitchen door and saying to me, Mary, I just came back. How he walked in and I said to him, oh, you're here. I just wanted to say, I love you. He said, no, I came back to say, I love you. And it was a wonderful gift in that love that I felt in that moment, in that peace, I just wanted everyone else to feel. In that moment, I want everyone else to feel that. because I remember feeling like he can't tell me he loves me. I just wanted that final goodbye. And I think if I can just give one person that closure, that makes me happy. That makes all of this worth it, because I know what it did for me just as one person. Time went on, I went into other kinds of work, and I'd always read on the side, and reading was the fun thing I did. It wasn't my job, it was my life, it's who I was, it's me. It's hard when people say, what are you? It's hard to say, oh, I'm a medium, or I'm this, or I'm that. It's not, I'd sometimes describe it as a calling or a passion, but really it's none of those things. It's just me, it's who I am. I live it, breathe it, walk it, talk it. And please know that you are all mediums, because without realizing it, you are all listening to spirit. You might have heard me say it in another talk. You get those ideas that you don't know where they come from. You give someone advice, you don't know why you give them that advice. Spirit's talking to you. They use your own mind. It sounds like your own voice in your own head. Like I said, had I not been through certain things as a child, I probably wouldn't have that experience where I see them and hear them like they're a person standing physically in front of me. But that doesn't make me better than any other medium. It doesn't matter how you get the information. The most important thing is the information, because the information heals. They come to deliver a message. They don't come because they want to be known. They come because they want to help you. And that takes me to my very first paid reading. I was shitting myself. I had done this since I was 14 years old. 14. So it wasn't anything new to me. And here I am turning up at this home. And at this point, I'm in my very early 30s, maybe even slightly younger. And I'm outside of this woman's house. I'm about to go in to do group readings. And I've got this deck of cards with me. And I'm like, God, please tell me what to do here. What am I doing? And I pull out a card. I shuffle and I pull out a card. And the card I got was focus on service. And that has stayed with me ever since. So when I do this, it is for you. And usually I start, if you ever come to my shows, I'm like, this is all about you. It's about you completely. And, in giving, you do receive. As a medium, one of the things you will go through, for those of you who do this work, I often say to my students, if your life has been easy, please get out. Get out. You'll notice when you listen to mediums, they've been through quite a lot, or any psychic really, or any healer, there's always been something they've been through in their life where it's quite difficult. I remember when I married my first partner, I was 18. He was a lot older than me. He was 32 at the time. And this is also why I say to you, please don't push your children as well. Being a teenager was very difficult for me because I was so incredibly psychic. It was very hard to fit in a human world. And I didn't have anybody to guide me into how to be human or how to be a teenager. And being in a family where there was a lot happening at that time, my poor parents weren't in that position to say to me, Mary, have fun, enjoy your life, be that kid. That wasn't something that happened. So then here I am 18 and I'm getting married, and I remember doing a tarot spread and it's like, oh, this isn't going to work. But I knew I had to have my kids with that man. I knew it was part of my journey. And it's the biggest blessing. I wouldn't go back and change it. You would not go back and change a thing in your life because everything's taught you. And I ended up saving his life. That was a man who was dying. He was quite sick. He didn't know it. I took him to 4 doctors and they all said, no, he's fine. Eventually, the last doctor found it, and this man was actually near death. He's now living a very happy life up in Queensland. But had we not come together, I wouldn't have my beautiful children. He wouldn't have his life. So everything has that purpose. But Spirit will put you in positions and situations. If you're meant to do this work, if you're someone who's doing this work or meant to do it, you will be put through the ringer. I mean, that's a very small, easy example. There's so much that has happened in my life that's been out of my control, things that I've known I've had to go through, had to experience to get to this point where it doesn't matter what you say to me. I can be like, oh my God, been there, done that, got the T-shirt. You know what I mean? And it's a wonderful thing, because if you're thinking about working as a medium, you heal because you have to own your stuff. You have to own things that other people maybe cannot own or face, because you need other people to know that you're relating to them, that you're not judging them. And even if you don't say that to them, they can feel that lack of judgment. They go, oh, okay, this woman gets me. You have to have a humanity about you. You have to, and I actually love this setup. I love it because I love you being above me. This is about service to you. So being a medium is very, very humbling, and loving other people is so rewarding. And, I often say to people, if you're down or in your dark place, please go do something for someone else, because it puts things in perspective for you. It makes you realize that, hold on, your life isn't actually so bad. So it's a wonderful thing if you can do that. So if you're thinking about this journey as a medium, if you've had a lot of challenges, if you've had a lot of struggles, if you've had a lot of heartache, you're learning. I call it your training. And you get to some point where you graduate and your life gets really bloody good, and you're talking to Spirit going, hey, hold on, is there something else that's going to go wrong here? And they're like, no, you've done it, you've graduated, you've learnt those lessons. Now it's your time to really, really give to other people. So everything that you go through, even if you're not working as a medium, think of it as a gift in that you now have an ability to understand something that can help other people, even if that's your friend, your family member. You can say, I've been through that, I can help you. Coming back to mediumship, like I said, you all have that ability. How far we tap into that depends on our purpose. So if you're not meant to do the work, Spirit isn't going to torture you with coming and talking to you all the time. So if you're desperately trying and it's not happening, don't panic. It just means that that's not your path to do that. But know that there is no limit to how much they can talk to you on a personal level, okay? That you can always have. I always love talking to them in the car. It's great when Bluetooth came out because I didn't feel like such a weirdo. Before that, this is giving away age here, I'd be driving along talking to my team up there. And, you know, it's like talking to yourself. It's really obvious. Now there's Bluetooth and CarPlay. If I'm talking to myself, people assume I'm on the phone. And I say, if you see me talking to myself, I'm just in a staff meeting. Remember that they are your people, they are your friends, they are your family. When you're working as a medium, you don't want to lose that connection. And like I said in my talk yesterday, don't think of them as these heightened beings above you. They are not your guides, they're not your ascended masters, they are not God, they are not your angels. They are spirit, and you are spirit, so they are still your equal. You're just spirit and human. They've just dropped the human side, they've dropped the soul's come back here and reincarnated. And that's another thing that I didn't get to mention yesterday that people came up and asked me about after the talk as well, which is something you might want to know in terms of, you know, connecting with spirit. People say, well, then how is their reincarnation? How does this work? And it's because there's two parts of your, I suppose, energy. You've got your soul and you've got your spirit, and they're two different things, and everybody thinks they're the same. Your soul is a beautiful ball of light that lives here inside of you in your solar plexus. And this part's very important as a medium. I'll tell you about this part soon. And your spirit looks like you. That's the part that I see, and that's the part that I talk to. And your spirit is the essence of you. It's your personality. It's the part that will come back and say to me, tell him not to shag that woman. He's going to catch an STD. Do you know? Because the personality doesn't change. And like I was saying yesterday, please know that spirit do not change their personality, and they fight for you fearlessly. So they've got no problem telling you the truth of things or what's happening because they really want to give the best to you. Unlike all the other divine beings up there, Spirit will give you the most accurate, they all give you accurate information. They will give you the most detailed information. So they tell you everything about everything, whereas like the other beings will give you more generic messages. And that's why I love working with Spirit. You notice that when I do, for those of you who know me, I can be a bit rude, a bit funny, and that's because Spirit are that. I'm basically saying exactly what they're saying. And the problem that I find with mediumship when I'm working with students is they try to soften that voice of spirit, and you can't do that. You have to let the person be who they were here. If they were depressed here, okay, yes, they've healed on the other side, but they're not going to come through acting, you know, like a totally different person. Sometimes they do. Say they've been really restricted here, you get a freedom on the other side. Sometimes they let loose. And that's great to see as well. And that's a comfort for families. You go, oh my God, I've never heard my mum talk like this. She's so happy. I'm so happy she's so happy that way. So you might get some sort of examples of that as I read for you today. We might sort of do some questions later today as well, because I want to get through as many of you as possible to try and get you answers and clarity that you need. So we'll see how we go for time in that. I'll try to stop talking too much about me and my journey and mediumship and get to that soon. The other thing I wanted to tell you about this solar plexus and your spirit, so the spirit stays in heaven and it doesn't go anywhere. So when you hear of certain religions or religious practices where they say there's no reincarnation, they're not wrong in that. The spirit does not reincarnate, but the soul does. The soul comes straight back. And what your soul does is it has this whole journey where your soul has to experience every single thing a person can experience before it gets to then stay with the spirit and stay up there and be a guide. So once that soul has learned all its lessons, it gets to stay in its last spirit. They stay unified and it gets to stay up there. And that's when it becomes a spirit guide for other people. So that's where your spirit guides come from. They're those where the soul has had its entire journey. So you, before you were even born, your soul, this ball of light, chose a whole lot of lessons. It chose you're going to live here, you're going to marry this person, you're going to divorce this person, you're going to travel there. All those big things in life have been predestined for you. So you ask, where does free will come into it? It's how you get there. And that's where working as a medium is wonderful, because our job is to make it easy for you to get to those things and to make it easy for you to understand why certain things have happened. There was no way you were going to get out of that divorce. There was no way you were going to get out of that illness. But hey, this is how we can do it easier. This is why it happened. Being a medium is about bringing closure, and it's about giving you the easy path forward. And that's why spirit can be quite brutal. And some of the things they say, you can be like, oh my God, I didn't want to hear that, because their job is to give you the easier path. So you can make your journey easier, but you can't get out of those things. That's how it works. So your soul has that contract. So as soon as it goes back up, it chooses a whole lot of other lessons. It goes, you know what? I really gave her a hard time before. I think next life I'm going to make this person really rich. They're going to get the love of their life. They're going to be extremely good looking. They're going to have it a bit easier the next time round. So once your soul goes through all of that, and that's where we get the term old soul. It's someone who's had all those experiences. It gets to stay there. And that's when that reincarnation and that soul will stop. So I hope that it gives you a bit more understanding of who I'm talking to when I'm connecting with spirit and who you're talking to. You are not talking to that person's soul. You are talking to their spirit, the very, very essence of them. I'm feeling the urge to break into readings at this point, because spirit is really buzzing around. They're very, very hard to deny. I do want to come to the gentleman sitting up there, if I can, to you, sir, right in the middle, if that's okay. And if you want me to go away, please tell me, just not me, okay? Don't be scared to push me around. I'm here of service to you. If you don't understand something, tell me, and we're going to figure it out. It's all about you. To the gentleman, I'll take you. I had the man in front of you, but I'll take you anyway. I landed with you.
Hello.
Hi, great to see you there.
You too.
If I'm coming to you, I've got to come to a mum figure, if that's okay. She shows me to the side of you, so I don't think it's actually your mum, but she says mum, which means that she loves you like a mum or she treated you like a mum. I actually get it's your father's mother. And I don't see where it's like there was a gap in time. Did you not get to have a lot of time with her in the end?
No, I got to spend a lot of time
because
right up to the end.
She loves you. But she showed me this thing at the end where there wasn't that time, and I don't know if that was the goodbye or what that was that you didn't get.
She had dementia the last 4 years of her life.
That would explain it, because it just felt like a gap in time.
Yep.
And she's really very much about you, very loving toward you. She laughed about, don't get rid of it yet. So I don't know if you're thinking of selling or moving or going from where you are. It actually almost felt like it wasn't your home. So it's like something's changing there with home for you. And she's saying to you, please just wait. It's not the time. I really think next year you'll get that chance. You know, when you're over everything and you're tired and you just think, stuff it, I've had enough. She said this eases for you early next year. It felt like it was work, it was home, it was everything. She also showed me being a really remarkable father. If you got a son who thinks he knows, well, they all think they know everything. I'm seeing a son there where it's like getting closer with him. It feels really, really good there. Have you been getting a lot closer with your son lately?
Lately, it's been many years where there was, it wasn't any much contact at all.
Amazing. You should be so proud of your impact on this boy. And I just know that she's been an integral part of that. And she showed me where it's never going to be taken away from you again. I just think you and him are getting closer and closer and closer. And she showed me where she's smoothing it out. I don't know if it's been a bone of contention for you in relationships, you know, where it's like hard to get children and partner together in one. But she showed me giving you this family that you've always wanted, giving you a family life. So she's excited about that. She showed me a trip where I'm going on a bike. This is hilarious. Do you not even ride a bike?
No.
Is this something you're joking about or talking about?
No.
Because you'd need a bike license for that, you'd think. Who's the person who wants to do that? Is that your son who wants to do that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Please keep it in mind. I can't change it. She's laughing about it. If you have a midlife crisis and want a bike or want to do this with your son, blame this woman. Okay? It's definitely you in my vision that I'm seeing is part of this, and it's really exciting. It's about getting to do the things that, you know, I wasn't allowed to do. So that's a really nice thing. She showed me very good to Dad. Very good to Dad. Is Dad also passed?
No.
I don't see him here. It doesn't mean he's going to pass, but is there something where he's disconnected from you or he's not well?
Oh, he seems quite well.
I don't see him here. And when I get that, if he seems well and you're talking to him, that's usually a sign there's something wrong with his health, but it doesn't mean Dad's passing. If he's passing, I could clearly see him on the other side. So please enjoy that time with him as well. But she did show me very good to Dad. Okay, so she's very happy with you, with how you relate to the other men in your life and what you do. And in regard to the home, are you thinking about moving? What's this selling or what's this going from the home where it's a real burning thing for you at the moment?
No, nothing. Quite happy at home.
She shows me that. I can't change it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but I do know next year you and your partner, very early next year, are going to be looking to shift it. Please don't do anything now. If something comes up where you have an offer on your home, where there's an opportunity to go, if that makes sense for you very soon down the track, please don't act on it and please just wait till next year. You'll know exactly what it is. She's very determined.
Rightio.
She's a very lovely woman. She's not one of my rude, dirty ones, thank goodness. I like her a lot. She's great. Can I just get you, please, if you don't mind, pass down the front to the man who I was initially going to, if that's okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, hon. I've got a woman here who actually showed me a brain tumour, but I don't believe that she had it. It's like someone here with a concern of it having to get an MRI. And she said to me, it's all going to be okay. Who's getting the MRI, who had the brain tumour issue or has that?
Oh, my mother, she had the brain fade and she took her own life after 10 days.
What she's showing me is someone else here with that or some concern of that, and I don't know if you get scared of that or you worry about that, but it's about getting an MRI, getting that checked, because I know it's going to be okay, but it's more like a peace of mind. Are you the one who gets scared that it's the same condition or something similar with you or that you'll go the same way?
No.
Whoever that is in the family, you'll know who that is, but it's someone who needs to get that checked.
Yeah.
And I really recommend it, even though I don't see them passing. I think whatever's found, or it's like it's going to give them a peace of mind, or it'll be something small that we can fix. Okay. Just if you notice symptoms, I don't want to scare you with anything. I know you've got a very long life here. Yeah. That's a fact. You're not getting out of that. That's written for you, so have no fear. But if it comes up for someone very close to you or around you, don't be scared. She'll be with you in that. Okay? Because this feels like it really, really affects me. Okay. She showed me that it wasn't, I know that she has so much peace over taking her own life. I know she has great peace over that, but I don't feel like it was her at the time, if that makes any sense. It's like I'm out of my body. It's like I'm not myself. Please know when Mum made this decision, it's almost like something else taking over. She had no control. Yep. And to live a life like that, to stay in a world where she had no control, she couldn't do that. Yep. Does Mum also like a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. I wouldn't say she's an alcoholic. Well, she's not saying she's an alcoholic, but I think she comes pretty close. Yeah, you took words out of my mouth. We're both hearing her. Yeah. And so I love that when you both say the same words, we're both hearing her. So you obviously connect with Mum very well.
Yeah.
I love that. She's still enjoying that. She's good there. But she showed me where it is about, it's funny, you've gone through a massive phase of healing, it feels, even the last few weeks. I don't know if you've been really down or really flat, but you're letting a lot go. Yeah. And she said to me that it's not going to stay this way. You know, when do you ever have that feeling where you're healing and you fall so low, you feel like you're never going to come out of it? She showed me that's there for you. Okay. I felt like you had a partner. I felt like there was a partner there. Yeah. And it looks like we're just, is she a bit wilder than you?
No, I'm not her. My sister, maybe.
No. I'm seeing a very wild woman.
Oh.
Very short, very wild.
Yeah.
But top heavy.
Yeah.
Have a very good time.
Yeah.
Who's that to you?
Oh, I think.
You know who that is?
I think it was my mother.
No. I'm talking about a woman alive.
Oh.
Yeah. I think she has a good set. That's how you're going to know her. I'm not recommending.
Maybe that is my wife.
That you go and date every woman who is short with a good set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Oh, it's your wife. Oh, good. I was going to say, because I saw you with a partner. Perfect. Because I'm like, hold on, I do see you with this person. Yeah. I think your mum's very impressed with your wife's appendage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she a bit wilder than you, your wife?
Yeah, she's
like her. Yeah. She's a good egg. Yeah. You two just fight over the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
I think the advice is enjoy the breasts and have a really good time. Yeah. Because we forget. You know that feeling when you meet someone and she walks in and you're like, oh, my God, yeah, I want you. And then we live together and we forget. Yeah. Mum's telling you, don't forget. So go home and have a good time with your wife.
I will.
Your mother will not watch. Mum really likes her. She is wild, but she gets a bit temperamental and she gets a bit shitty over small things. And look, for all the men in the room, and sorry to us women, all you have to do is say, honey, you're beautiful, I love you, and mean it. That's all we want, really. We're so damn capable. We don't need you to take care of us. We just want you to love us, respect us, adore us, and tell us every now and then. So I'm sorry to any women I've offended, but we deserve that, right? Yeah, because as women, we're very, very capable. Think about it, but we want to be seen as that, and your wife wants to be seen as that. So you two are going to be fine. You're not divorcing. You're not moving either. You or the man behind you. Well, he's moving actually next year. You're not. Let the business go. Are you in your own? Actually, you're the boss, but it's not your own. And it looks like that's something that will change for you next year. It feels like the work is breaking you. I feel like it's the people you work with, not the work.
Yep.
It's the people you have to deal with. And I know that October will bring you change around that. And she showed me moving forward and she said, son, stay strong till October. Mum's giving you money back. I don't know if you paid for her funeral or part of her funeral, but that money is coming back to you.
In the
it's
business,
really beautiful. Yeah, she'll make that up to you. Let's see who else. Oh, this lady here in the white. Yeah, and then I've got two up behind you. This just right here. I'm so sorry, lady here in the white, right at the front with the glasses. Yes, thank you. Do you mind if I come to you? They show me you're a little bit scared. So I'm so sorry. I've got a very strong dad here, very, very strong. He made my heart leap. And I asked him if it's like heart attack or heart pain. He goes to me, no, it's love, which is a really beautiful feeling. And the reason he's so strong in that is I don't think that was here that way here. Was Dad a harder man? Has Dad passed?
Yeah.
Because was he a harder man when he was here, a little bit closed off? Because that's not who he is. He's actually so full of love, it's not funny.
He was soft, but he lived in the UK, so...
Yeah, that's why there was that, yeah. But he shows me appearing harder, but his heart is so warm. Like he's one of those people you just want to hug. And he showed me go back to teaching. He said to me, you have to do it. It's not time for you to stop. I don't feel like you're a school teacher though, but what do you teach?
I'm a nurse.
Yeah, I think you're going to teach. And I just know you're going to find it rewarding. Did you want to go into that in the past and you didn't, or you thought about it and you didn't? Because I just see you teaching and I see him so proud of you and I see you really feeling so much more rewarded by that than the actual nursing. And it's not that I'm not nothing against nursing, but what he did show me was that it's where you're empowering others to do it. And he said, you can't keep doing it this way. It's like where it's okay at the moment, but he doesn't want you getting to that point where you get tired of it and then what do I do next? He showed me with you it's going to be teaching. The pathway for you to get into that is going to be so easy. You won't have to fight to get into that like a lot of other people. He showed me it's just going to be so easy that you know it was meant for you. He also showed me the daughter who doesn't know what she's doing at the moment, but it also feels like not in the right relationship, but you can't intervene in that. He said to me that he'll take care of it. As a mum, he said, just tell her as long as she's happy, that's all you want for her, because you can't say anything. I don't think her partner's a bad person and they're just a mismatch. Yeah, I just think it's a mismatch. And if he can fix it, he will. But he just shows me where, as a mum, sometimes you want to say things and you can't. And he said, that's all right. He said that he's going to help her with that because I just see she can get a bit temperamental with you, even though she's close with you. But you know how we take it out on our mums? I don't have a daughter. I see this girl really strongly.
Yeah. This is my sister.
Is she younger than you?
Yeah.
Is she like a daughter to you?
No.
Do you act like the mum in the relationship?
No.
This girl looks younger to me. Are you the one with 2 children?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's with you. Is your son in a relationship with...
Yeah.
Okay. There's 2 things here that happen because I can't change it to make it fit. I'm so sorry. I've got to go with what they give me because when I asked him, he showed me you have the 2 children, one of your 2. There's 2 things that happen here. Either there is a male who represents or identifies more as a female or is very, very soft-hearted, or it is a daughter-in-law that you consider like a daughter or a daughter-in-law that's struggling in the relationship, not your son. And it might be where she's having the hard time and you can't say anything to her, but you say to her as long as you're happy. It could be where she comes to you and goes, oh, he did this or this happened or that's happening, and it's where you can't say anything. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
I feel that's more it because
does.
I asked him, he said to me, not a soft child. So with that daughter, even though it's daughter-in-law, with that daughter, all you can do is say, I want you to be happy, but don't get over-involved in it more than that because it just feels like they're a mismatch. And he'll work it out. You don't want to see your son hurt, but your son seems oblivious in that. I don't even see him. He's like, he must not even be noticing half of it. Wow, that's so nice. A mother-in-law who gets along with her daughter-in-law. I like that. I love that. That's really beautiful. That makes me really happy. So it's nice that Dad's so present. It's more about the teaching, and it is more about making sure you don't get overly involved in that situation or whatever brews from that, where you'd lose that connection with kids. Apart from that, everything else is going quite okay. It felt a little lonely, but by choice. Do you know when you sort of just keep your world a bit small, but by choice? It feels good that way. I feel like you've got to that point where you've got all the right people around you, and it feels really nice. So I do like that. Paul, it's so funny. Your dad came through and said you are getting a tattoo. Is he still in the room or he's gone? If he's there, I'll tell him later. Let's not go to him, though. Can I go to the gentleman with the hat, please? Yep, right there. That's okay. So sorry. You totally don't want a reading, but you're getting one because you're getting an ass kicking from a grandmother. You have done apparently everything wrong. Yep, just pass it across for me. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Okay, wrong job, wrong everything. You are defiant. Yeah, are you like not where you're meant to be? You're not where you're not. This is a grandmother, mother's side. I really like this woman. Yep. She's quite tough, but she's very loving but very tough, and she's a bit of a jokester. I like her too. She's making friends with his mum, which is something they often do. So I think she's corrupting her in terms of alcohol. They're having a good time. And she said to me, stop. It's like you keep putting yourself in shitty positions. I said, stop doing it. But it feels like helping people you shouldn't be helping. In your job, it's like you're enabling others that you shouldn't be. And I just see you saying no. She showed me you're going to be doing that. She shows me saying no. And it's like, stuff it. If it doesn't work, I don't care. You know what I mean? Now, please also know that spirit bring people of like minds together. So if I'm saying something to someone and it resonates with you, take that as your message as well. Okay? Spirit bring people together who match energetically. So if you're in a position at work where you are saying, or even with your family, in every part of your life, we're saying yes to everyone, not saying no, and it resonates with you, take that message to, yeah. Does that make sense for you with your work at the moment?
Yep.
Yeah. Are you the boss though? Because I feel like you're going to be, because I feel nervous. I've got this pit of my stomach nerve thing here. Yeah. Hun, I don't see you staying in a position where you're not the boss, okay? Because she showed me putting money in your hand and she said to me, you need that. So I feel like you genuinely need it, not because you're destitute or in a bad way, but because there's other things you're meant to build and develop or grow. She showed me you building and she said to me, you're going to need the money to build. So I know that the next 3 years for you, your career is shifting, but you saying no to people and not letting people use you is going to work brilliantly for you in getting there. Everything else in your life feels quite good. Is everything else going okay? Everything else feels really good. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. It's just it's time for you to grow, and you're so damn nice that you might let people walk over you without realising it. If you notice, sometimes when I read for people, I do this, and it's not me, it's you. So it's the thing that when you read for people, you heal them. Remember I said to you, your soul lives in this part of your body, your solar plexus? This is where negative energy enters our body. It's the only place that can enter our body. This is where you get your gut feeling. So if you take on something negative, this is where it comes. If I feel, and I read for you, if you notice me doing this, it means that I'm picking up that you might be someone who's getting attacked or that's sort of happening. It's literally like I'm clearing this part of you as I read for you, and I'm putting a protection there for you as I read for you. Do you notice when you're out somewhere and you're uncomfortable, that's why you cross your arms and you cover that part of your body? Because what you're doing instinctively is you're not letting that negative energy in. It's also where positive energy comes in, but you can feel that. One of the best ways to counteract this, if you're thinking about being a medium or doing any spiritual work or just in your daily life, picture that bright ball of light, that sun, and feel it expanding out so big every morning before you start your day that nothing can come in. This is also our centre for confidence and our self-esteem. So if you're very confident and sure in who you are, nothing can get in. Okay, so you ever feel a bit stuck, you put your hand here, but you'll notice if I read for you and I start doing this, I'm picking up something is niggling you here. It doesn't mean that you're possessed. It doesn't mean there's a bad entity attached to you. None of that crap. It just means picking up on something. All right, let's hand out some questions, I think. Actually, before we do, can I please have there's two more I'll do. I'll have the lady in the blue shirt, please. I'll just make it easy to pass across, and then I've got someone over here. And then I'll let you ask. Whoever needs help then can ask. Okay, hun.
Hi.
Hi. So great to see you. I actually have a very young child here with me. It is a child who's passed, but there's not a lot of life experience there. So I do feel this is a child who either passed miscarriage, abortion, that way. I don't see it being yours. Has someone around you just lost a baby?
Not that I know of.
It feels very, very close to you. It's one of 3 children. There's one of 3.
I know my mother had a really late miscarriage.
Are you one of 3?
I've got a brother, but my mum had a really late miscarriage.
Because she shows me she's one of 3 and very, very attached to you, but I know she's not yours. If you get readings where someone says to you, there's a child around you, or you've lost a child, please know it's not you. That would be your sister.
Oh,
because
wow, okay.
she's one of 3, very, very strong with you.
Okay.
And she shows me where there's 2 for you. Do you have 2 yourself?
No.
Where's the 2 fit with you?
I don't want children. I don't have children.
No, you are. There's 2. There's no way out of this. I asked her to please tell me.
I'm too old to have children.
No, I don't think you're physically having them. There's 2.
Oh.
There is 2. And she shows me they're there. Are you with a partner with 2 children?
No.
There's going to be. And you coming together, and this is really beautiful and something that I want you to sort of be aware of in your own lives, is that sometimes we don't have children because we're meant to raise somebody else's and they become our children. And sometimes when I do readings, look, really, let's be honest, 2 out of 10 of us are going to get that absolute love of our life, that crazy, mad love. We're going to get love. Some of us don't. And some of us get a love where it's nice and it's okay and it's lovely and it's fulfilling. But then there's that 2 out of 10 of us, that crazy, insane, mad love. And one of the reasons that comes, and when that kind of love happens, there's reasons for it. It's either because it's going to launch someone in their career, or it's because it's going to create a family that's going to finish a family karma, and usually it's about the children. So when you get that crazy, mad love, please know it's never just because Spirit's like, oh, we just want you to have a great love. When you get that insane relationship in your life where it's so connected and so magical, it's because it has a higher purpose. And that's what I'm seeing with you.
Oh, wow.
Because this man who comes through is a dad figure for you who shows me that higher purpose love. And he's also connecting with the man who is a grandfather for the man you're going to end up with. And it feels like that love where you are going to love these kids in a way that you probably never thought that you would. They are older. I do feel like the youngest is about 9 years old when you meet this man. So I'm sorry, you're still going to be in school age things. You're going to have to do drop-offs, things like that. I do see the mother very present in their life, but not in your way, if that makes any sense. Yeah. This man's been divorced for at least 6 years. He's in quite a good place with it. And I feel like it's in your life. So you're not looking far and wide for this person. This isn't someone you meet online. This is someone already in your scope. And they're going to use your work to do this. So please don't bludge at work. Have you not been going or bludging?
I've actually got an annual leave day tomorrow.
Oh, shit. That's okay. That's not going to stop it happening. That's not going to stop it happening.
No, so, I've got a good work ethic. It's all good.
Is it a red flag? Well, I'm not going to ask you. I'm just going to tell you because she's telling me. I'm trying to make it more of a conversation, but I just want to give you the message. She actually said to me it is a red flag for you to date someone with children or to date someone with children that young. And this is where she's saying, please just consider it because this will be one of those love stories that most people will never get in a lifetime. Okay, so please know that this little girl, your sister, is working with this dad figure to bring this into your life. They're working with this other man. And I know that what was lost will be found. So where she wasn't here, you're going to be that for them. And even though I said their mother's in their life, you're a very different kind of mother. You bring structure and you bring creativity. And these children both need that. So that's going to be really beautiful. Honey, we're not talking next year. We're talking, when I say things to you this like they're already here, if I say to you something like it's already here, like I say this with you about the house thing that doesn't make sense yet, it means it's happening soon. It's not happening in years to come. I'm seeing it in your energy right now. So that means it's happening soon. All right, I want to come to the lady in with the beanie over there, if that's okay. Yeah, to you. Thank you so much. And then I'll let you ask questions, whoever needs to know something.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, actually, I was going to go to the other lady next to you. I'm so sorry. But you can ask a question later. Thank you. So, hi. I had a woman who said Elise, and I don't think that name's going to mean anything to you because when I push her on it, she doesn't go too much further with it. She does show me grandmother, father's side. She
Elsie?
also, sorry?
Is it Elsie?
Who's Elsie to you?
My nana is Lorna Elsie.
Your nan?
Yeah.
But dad's mum?
So mum's mum.
No, this is dad's mum. Yeah, this is definitely dad's mum.
Well,
so
dad's mum's still alive.
Oh, this is why it's really important. Yeah, because if I can see her or speak to her, hun, I'm sorry, this woman, I can see her so clearly on the other side. Not with that man where I'm like, I don't see your dad here. That means something not quite medically right with him. This is different. This means that I'm so sorry. I don't think this woman has as much time as what we think, because I can speak to her very, very clearly, and that's why the message was so important for you. Is she not quite well at the moment?
She's in a nursing home with vascular dementia.
That explains why I can speak to her. So this is great. As a medium, if someone has dementia or Alzheimer's, sometimes even Parkinson's does it, any condition where they can't speak or communicate, you can speak to them on the other side. And it's like they're past because their spirit is already ascending. It's one of those things that happens with dementia, and it's quite fascinating. I'd love to delve into the science of that, of why do we, when we get this condition, why does our spirit shift? And you notice that people with that condition, the spirit seems to come in and out. So that's something I do want to explore. But that's why I'm able to speak to her. But with her, it's a little bit more than that. She actually shows me she's leaving. Mm-hmm. She shows me she wants to go. And I don't think anyone's going to be too sad because I feel like we don't want her to suffer anymore.
Yeah.
But she showed me that going into that, it's forced them to divide things or sort out things now because it feels like there's a lot of drama around that. I actually feel like I want to throw up around that.
Right.
Is her home or her things still here?
No, they have gone through all of that, the brother.
Because she shows me she
brothers,
needed
actually.
that to happen before she died.
Right.
But someone still has something of hers here, or there's still something here that someone's debating over, and it's not that big of a deal. I think they're just not coping with the fact that she's going. And I don't think that that's your dad.
No.
She shows me it's not him. She shows me that you are more like the peacekeeper in the family. So I see that when this is coming out or it's being spoken about, and it literally happens at her funeral, she shows me for you to please not step in and get involved in that. She shows me it will just go away. So we don't want the family to divide. We want to keep this family together. We don't want to see them come apart. And she shows me don't let something small like that do that. But she doesn't want to be here anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't think she'll be here by Christmas. It looks like your grandfather's passed. She's very happy to be with him. Has he got a brother who's passed as well? Because there's a bit of an army going on there. So I know she's very happy to go over.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, ask Dad.
Sure.
Ask Dad, yeah, because the uncle's very, very strong. Dad's uncle is very strong.
Lovely.
I'm really sorry to give such a message, but I'd rather you be empowered in being able to see her or spend time with her, knowing that time's limited.
I think that's a lovely
so
message.
There's
Thank
never
you.
any regret. I think it's so lovely when we know, okay, this time's really important, because there's other things happening in your life at the moment where it might be a nice distraction for you. Mm-hmm. But everything else feels kind of okay. It just feels like day to day, it's just too much, so much. It feels like you don't get a break. It feels like going to the toilet, I don't even get a break. That's the feeling. I don't know if your mind's constantly bombarded with something. So I think having that time with her is actually going to be that thing that you go, this is what matters, this is important. Yeah, so it's nice that she's acknowledging the other grandmother by name, but it's not to bring her through. Uh-huh. Yeah, it wasn't even clear enough in the way she brought it through. So as a medium, when they bring through names or they do things, it's usually a sign of acknowledgement. Because they don't have any ego, they only tend to do that when they know that the message isn't going to get delivered clearly, or they need to really prove to you that it's them, or if there's a part of you that can't accept the message. So they're all about the message. All right, I'll pass it around for questions. Pop your hand up if there's something you want to know. We might sort of go back this way. Maybe to this man behind you. Yeah, thank you.
I haven't spoken to my parents in about 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to determine whether or not that's a relationship that I keep distant, or if it's...
No, it's actually one that you'll heal. Because what I'm seeing here from your grandfather on your mother's side, who actually was a man of not a lot of words, and he was actually quite an angry man in his life here, is what he showed me. He said to me that there will be that peace there between you, and he said it wasn't you and them, it was another party involved. So I feel like when you pulled away from them, there was another influence, or there was another party involved influencing them and influencing you. So if it was just really just you and your parents, that's a different story. But the fact there was other involvement, he said it's time to heal. Was there someone else involved when this all came apart?
I had gotten married, and we no longer spoke after that.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to be a bit gentle around that because it does make me cough and choke, which means that they're trying not to. There's no way they want to, put down your wife or say anything about that.
Husband.
Oh, lovely. You must be the more masculine energy in this relationship. Grr, I love it. Go, you good thing.
Well, long story short, we're also
not
separated
together.
now.
Yeah, and that's why I come back together. That's why you'll come back together with your parents. Yeah, and that'll be really lovely. And please know that's something in mediumship. It's like when I do tarot, if you're part of my tarot collective, I'll always say it's masculine, feminine energy. You can look like a man, feel like a woman. You can look like a woman, feel like a man, okay? And every relationship, love is love, because every relationship is masculine, feminine. Every single relationship, regardless of our body. That balance is what makes us fall in love. With your parents, I keep coughing, I keep choking, and that's around your dad, because I know your dad really wants to reach out to you and talk to you, but I feel like every time I want to talk, I choke. And you'll notice in mediumship when you do it, you get physical symptoms. So you'll feel the heart attack, the brain tumour, you'll feel the drinking, you'll feel those things. You also feel things for people here physically. I feel your dad really wanting to talk to you. And you know what I love? It reminds me of the man up the back. When you reconnect, you're going to have a better relationship with him than what you ever had. Better. I just think that other person got in the way a little bit, that's all. And I know it won't be like that with your new partner. I actually felt like you were already with a new partner.
No.
Yeah, no, that won't be long. That won't be. The old one, though, don't talk to them anymore. Are you still connecting with your old ex-partner?
No, we're not
Yeah,
speaking.
please don't, because I still feel a quarter connection there. And I don't think it's coming from you. I think it's coming from them. But I do see you moving on, and I see your parents really, really loving your new partner. But I think before you transition into that, have that connection with them. They're going to welcome you back like nothing was wrong. Yeah, because it's sad. Were you actually really close before that?
I'd been pretty close with my mother.
Yeah, really close. And it's funny because she's the one who's sort of willing to let it go. She's sort of the one who, don't get me wrong, she wants you back. But she's like, if my son's happy, it's okay. But it's Dad who really wants his son back. Dad reminds me of that grandfather where, even though it's Mum's dad, who can't really talk, you know, and if he could speak, I know that he'd be pick up that phone saying, son, enough. Do you have a sister that you're still quite close with?
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, because I just see she's going to help be a gateway to get you back into the family. I like her. She's tough. She's dirty-minded too. She makes me happy. All right, let's pass the microphone along a little bit. Yeah, maybe just to this lady here. So I'm trying to make it easy. I will get to you, I promise. I'll flip it over. And you got a microphone here too. I'll flip it around. Lovely. To this lady here, sorry, who had her hand up? Thank you. How are we going for time? Yes, we're doing good. Excellent. Oh, sorry, it was to that lady, but we'll take you too. No, ask a question. Yeah.
No, just ask a question that it has any message for me on my guilt.
For who,
my
sorry?
dad.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Your dad's actually, actually, I'm going to ask you, your dad looks like a bit of a party boy. He really does. It's really funny. Was he very tame and boring when he was with your mum?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not that guy. Please know that your father is not like that now. He gave me a lot of pain in my right leg. I had agony all the way down my right leg. What's wrong with Dad's right leg, or what happened to his right leg?
When has most of pain before die.
Sorry?
The pain before die.
Oh, okay. Because this pain's really horrible. So please know that your father's very much at peace, because I don't think anyone realised how agonising that is. So poor Dad was in a lot of pain, because I just feel this. Your father is a very proud man. He doesn't like people to look after him or to do that for him. I know that you're quite tough on Dad, but I know that you're also considered his favourite child. So he loves that. I know that with Dad, there's not anything really serious happening in your life, which is why I wasn't going to go to you at that point, because really you're actually okay. Is everything really okay at the moment?
Yep.
Yeah, so he doesn't have a lot to say in that way, and that's something you'll notice about spirit. They won't really waste a lot of energy. If you're okay, they're like, oh, you're fine. They're having a good time in heaven. They're not going to come bug you unless there's something wrong. So Dad's really happy he's with you, but you're good. You're good. I know number plates he uses to talk to you. Honey, can I get across to this lady over here who's got a birthday going on? This one? To you with the glasses? Yeah. Who's got the glasses? Thank you. Yes. So I've got happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
That's exactly what I was going to ask about. So
Fantastic.
I'm going back to my parents' country of origin.
Yes.
For my dad's 80th birthday.
Oh, beautiful. I'm so excited. You're going. It's going to be great. Happy birthday, happy birthday. You didn't even have to ask. I love when spirit do that. Yeah.
What I want to know, because I'm the black sheep, Is there an
crap.
opportunity? Yeah.
No, you're just like your uncle here who's got like missing teeth on this side and laughing at me about being toothless. I love this man. He's on your dad's side. I don't think you're overly familiar with him. And he said to me, you are not the black sheep. He said, you're going to go and they'll be treating you like there's nothing wrong. You're going to go and there'll be not even a problem and you'll be like on edge, but there'll be no reason to be. They adore you.
Oh, that's good to know. My question is, I have a sixth sense and I'm curious whether there's anyone in my family that when I go over there that can tell me about my great-grandmother who I think it comes from.
Definitely a great-grandmother. Are you thinking more on your father's side though?
I don't know. I thought it was on my mum's
side.
I thought it was my mother's side.
Mum's side has it. They really do. But dad's side, these people are all healers, incredible healers. And if you go down dad's side, you're going to find that. And that's a side that this uncle is connected to. I've got a grandmother and a great-grandmother who passed on that side. And one woman made me feel very sick, like I was going to throw up. And she showed me that she used to, and she didn't know how she did it, used to use pressure points to heal people. And what she shows me is you're going to go down the path of healing more than reading. It won't just be reading. It's healing that you're meant to do.
That's what I do now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're going to keep going with that and you might expand a bit more intuitively into that. But this ability to just know pressure points and things like that with no knowledge, it was all just intuition, it comes from them. Whereas mum's side, it's a bit different. They're more like the readers.
Yes.
Yeah. Mum's side can read. So you're blessed with that genetically from both sides. Okay. So please know it does pass down in families. And that's what you'll do. You continue to heal, but explore dad's side.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
This guy that's 90, the uncle with no teeth, he's still alive, but I feel like he's going to go. That's actually why I'm going overseas. He's gone. Okay.
He's gone. He's over there.
Okay.
If he's here, because I don't believe he's got like dementia or Alzheimer's, I think he's actually just not well, but I also feel like he's off the planet. You're going to have the best conversations with this guy. He'll probably even feel like he already spoke to you, which is what happens when you communicate with them this way and then you talk to them in the living. They feel like they've already spoken to you. They don't know how. He is on a total of the planet. I don't know what this guy's doing, but he's already there. So you're going to have a ball talking to him.
I want to see him one last time.
Oh, please, because I've got to tell you, he is a riot. Yeah, and he actually can probably give you the answers.
Oh, they say he's got dementia.
Yeah. I reckon he's just lost the plot. But I don't think it's dementia.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like dementia. It just feels like someone who's done too many hard drugs. Not that that's what he's done.
He drank a lot.
Oh, did he? That
he skipped
explains
meals
it.
for alcohol.
Right. That explains it because I'm like, no, this guy's brain is just fried. It's not dementia. It's like he's somewhere else.
Okay.
I love him. He's awesome. He will be able to tell you everything because he's already there.
Fantastic.
So ask him all those questions.
I will.
Thank you. Okay, to this lady over here in the beanie, Liz. Yes, thank you. The purple beanie. Thank you so much. Hun, what would you like to know?
I'd like to know if there's any messages for me. And
you're pretty cruisy too. I'm sorry, I can't lie to you just to take advantage of you.
What is my...
No, not even yet. You're not even close yet. I do believe you're meant to teach. I don't believe it's meant to be school as such. I think with you, teaching is something that you're very, very good at, but they keep pulling at my ear. You notice everything you do as a medium means something. When you're reading, you are no longer in control of you, they control you. And it's something about not listening. It's like you don't want to do it at the moment. So I don't think it's your path yet. I do know around 42, something hits where it becomes your passion, your life purpose, and you just blossom. But right now, it's about having a family, and what a wonderful purpose. Yeah. Are you not married yet?
I am married.
Are you not with kids yet, or are you not staying with him?
He's passed.
No, it's not, because they showed me you're not married. They showed me you're not married, and he's not coming through for you, which might not be what you wanted, but I can't lie to you. It's not him I'm talking to. So this man isn't looking for you to stay connected to him in that way. And I don't see you had children with him. It doesn't feel like that happened.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you with a family, and I'm seeing that being the purpose.
Okay.
And through your own kids, that new relationship, you will teach. Can I ask you a very hard question rather than me just say it and seem like I'm just going to say it. I don't think you two would have stayed together even if he was here. And I know it's a very hard thing to say, and in no way do I want to hurt you with that, but I want you to know that that wasn't something that was meant to be, but you were certainly meant to be a part of his life then. And I feel like I've seen him before, but I just know that he doesn't want it to always be about him. it's time to move on in some way. And if you don't feel him around you, it's not because he's leaving you or doesn't love you or that marriage didn't mean anything. But let's make some room for someone else to come in. We do a thing sometimes when people pass. We often think it's better than what it was, that we give them abilities that they didn't have. And I think this man knows in some way he would have let you down. He showed me, he's talking now, thank you. He showed me no connection with his family. Do you still talk to them?
Yeah, I live with them.
Yeah, this is what's changing. And this is why he's being very stubborn and why he's going again, and he won't keep talking to me because he wants you out of that situation. It's time to move on. And it's such a horrible message to give because I know you still love him and you love his family, but honey, you're meant to have a family of your own, and you will always love him. And I always say it's really hard when you lose a partner, because how do you move on from that? You don't. You hold them in your heart. But it's like loving a child. You know, for those of you with children, you love them equally, but they're different. They're different people, but you love them equally. And that's what I see, is that you will always love him, but you'll love someone else too. You know, he'll just be different. Ask away.
So you don't see a baby with him?
No, please stop trying to do that. I don't know if you're using eggs or using something. Please don't do it. It won't. It's going to be traumatic for you. Yeah. Is that something you're trying to do at the moment? And if you notice, I keep rubbing at my stomach here. Honey, I know his family may want it, or you may want it or want to hold on to him. You're making the decision out of grief, not out of what's good for the child or what's good for you. But his concern is what that child is going to be born into.
Yeah.
And that child, how their life is going to be navigated, and how it is your fate to move on. What would happen with his family in regard to wanting that child? Then you're going to have a divided family.
Yeah.
That's never meant to be your destiny. If he was meant to have children, he shows me he would have done that here. But he keeps coming in and out. He's like, he wants to go. He does not want to talk. He wants you to really now think about you, because unfortunately I think living with his family, he's staying too much in his memory. And he said to me, you don't have to live there. Do you just feel you can't leave there? It's hard. I know you know. In time, remember what I said about your soul has these things planned? Your soul has these things planned. So in time you will move on from there. There will be that person, and it will happen suddenly and quickly actually. And you're going to really feel liberated and really happy when that does come into your life. But you're meant to have an experience of joy with family, not an experience of grief. Your child isn't meant to be a symbol of grief, a symbol of joy and happiness. Because every time you look at that child, you would just miss him. It's not going to fill a void. It's going to create a bigger one.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's do a couple more. Yeah, I'll just get you to pass maybe. We'll go up the back to that lady who had the microphone before. I feel like you were holding it for a reason. Let's do that. Sorry, I want to get to all of you. I'm sorry. Yeah, honey.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Just a question.
Yes,
So,
anything. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. So my partner passed away 5 weeks ago.
Yes.
And for the past 6 years, we've been fighting to have access to his children, and
Yes.
we have it.
Yes.
But now, since he's gone,
They've taken the children.
we can't see them.
That's okay.
My question is...
I actually feel like I'm going to cry.
So we're all together
Yes,
here.
yes.
Should we pursue? Should we
No,
fight?
don't pursue, don't fight for them. That's okay. You know what he loves is that now he gets to be a better father to them than what he could if he was here. So now he can devote his time to them. He can be with them. Were you two meant to get married? Yeah, because he shows me that. Apparently you'll get a tattoo for him. So that's happening. He showed me a tattoo for him. He showed me that you will always love him. He showed me where, good luck, your next one won't be anywhere near as good looking as him. I don't want you to hurry to get rid of his things. Please don't do that. Please don't get rid of his things. Just hold on to them. You don't need to do that. Is he also cremated? But is he not with you, or his ashes with someone else?
Not yet.
That's okay. I feel like someone else may want them, or they may go to someone else.
We're sharing.
That's okay. He's so good with that. He wants you to know he doesn't need you to do anything with that, but he does have a wish that you don't scatter him.
Oh.
Okay, so hold on to him. Keep him with you. You'll move on. You'll have another love, but keep part of him with you, because I know this sounds very, very morbid, but I know that when your time comes, even though you'll have another partner, I know that he will go with you when that time comes. I feel that where you are placed or where you go when your time comes, decades down the track, you'll be able to be with him. And your other person, you get a threesome. It's fantastic. Just think, every time you're around, this guy's going to be there. At least her partner's leaving her alone. He's giving her a break. He doesn't want to see the new guy in the family. Yours is like, no, I want to watch. Thank you so much. They go, okay, I'm pretty much done. I'm so sorry. I'll do just one. No, I've got to go. I'm sorry. Just one more. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, this gentleman here, let's go here. Yeah, to you. Just ask away. Yell it out at me. Oh, of course you're going to have your own children. You're not getting out of it. You get what they call a bonus child. And it's like where there's they said to me an accident. Now, Stuart, my concern with you is that I see that you and your partner, there's a pregnancy that is not planned. That's what's going to happen. So I know that you and her aren't going to be careful. I almost thought it was a man for a minute, but do you date women? Yeah, because she's tough. Like, she's got balls. Like, she reads like the masculine one in this relationship. I think you're going to like her. No, I do believe that she is foreign. She is darker skinned, not dark, like more like me, like Mediterranean olive looking, but I feel like she's more like Brazilian or something. That's the feeling that I get with her. She feels sort of like South American to me, and she's quite out there. So, you know, like a bit temperamental where you're very calm and she'll be like, ah. It's like that. But I love it. I think that's perfect for you. But I do see that South American connection, and that's who I see you with. It doesn't feel like it's now. I can't lie to you. I don't see that. She's not even in your world yet. So you're looking around April next year. Now, timing can change. Because remember, we can make it hard or easy. We can slow it down, speed it up, but we can't stop it from happening. Events don't stop. But I do see that that's a woman that you'll have children with. I do see that she's ending a relationship or coming out of a relationship, which is why it can't be now. But I do see it does come. And I don't get you have to look for her. They just show me you don't bloody go anywhere to meet anyone. So you make it really difficult. So they've got to put you in the situation to meet this person. Do you go to the same places, the same time, same people sort of thing?
No, I go to different places.
Oh,
different
no.
things.
If you think you're doing different things, honey, it's going to shake up. Your social life's about to get messed up so damn good. Watch out. You're going to be screwed. I love it. From about February next year onward, expect your social life to blow up in the most incredible way where you're like, what the F is happening with my life? And it's going to be so funny because at that point you're going to be saying, I don't really care anymore. I don't want it anymore. Something's going to come over you where you're putting out this vibe of I don't want it. And this woman's virtually begging. She's a bit like I'm seeing boobs again, so I think you're in for some luck. Look, admittedly, they're not as big as his wife's, but, you know, you're doing okay. I keep feeling like I want to South American, Latin American dance. I want to shake my hips. So, honey, I think you're going to get more than what you bargained for. She might fall pregnant early. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I'm so grateful to you. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you for letting me have
Yes, of course. Wow, isn't it wonderful to have such magnificent humans able to bring through such magnificent spiritual evidence in such an ethical and entertaining and educational way. So once more, please, for Mary King. Thank you. Ah, lovely.